And we'll look at this in the actual documents I received from the court. And it says 938 South 17. See where this is listed now on 4/29/2010. From Charles Scott, non-deliverable as addressed, 938 South 17th. It doesn't mention Charles much at all, and it usually doesn't because Charles Scott's identity, I think, has been hijacked in what they're doing here. And then here's another redocket. And garnishment against bank account, Natco Credit Union. Now, Natco Credit Union's involved in the Tony S. Bond house out there at 4393 U.S. Highway 35, and I can show that. I'm pretty sure that's the one, Natco Credit Union. So, and that's the one where they actually marked out what the year the clerk and the date the clerk had entered the data from the recorder's office down at the Wayne County, Indiana Administration Building. They just marked that out and put a new one in, and it has a stamp on it, and it's sitting down there. So the records, that's good. They're keeping track because that's where the evidence is all from, their own records. So here's another redocket. Now here comes a new girl, Christina Pace, and then they're going to file again more papers again under this redocket with the Indiana, and more papers. It's usually just against Annette. And then again, another copy, another redocket. This might be the 202. Anyway, any addresses we see in here, those will be involved. And any addresses that we see in here, and any cases that came up under those prior properties, will be included in one way or another under this case. And here is order to appear in court to individual judgment defendant. That's Annette Scott. That's where they took Charles off the books on this. Defendant fails to appear. So on March 15th, 2011, that's filed, right? There's a redocket. And then they're doing the Department of Workforce Development. Department of Workforce Development. Interesting thing about the Department of Workforce Development is I have proof that they were taking funds out of a zero, supposedly a zero claim. They were taking out taxes. And I got the screenshots to prove it. On zero, like somebody who hadn't been paid yet. So that shows a back system going on there. Annette Scott by attorney. Charles Scott files notice of bankruptcy stay. Oh, and they received back, let's see, William Cross, who owned all kinds of property. William and Betty Lou Cross owned bunches and bunches of property. Don't know for certain because I don't have personal knowledge, but Ron Cross is the county attorney. He owns, he's the president of, according to the paperwork at the state, of Title Abstracts of Richmond. I think Judge Snow used to be involved with it too. They run Sailor Street's Investment out of there. They run the law firm. They run a title company that's been caught backdating Alta title commitment and policies in a person's name, and not even their birth name, not even their really truly registered name. They messed up. They took her Christian name, Rachel's. They sure did. They sure did. And they came in under that as well. And I apologize for the dogs. Kinsey? Okay, so received back from William Cross, deceased, yeah, since like 1999. These, and see the 2717 Northwest B, which was up on March 23rd, 2011, where it stated earlier, just previously, showed that Charles Scott, attorney for Annette, filed this. Now notice that Charles Scott's not on here. There is room for a name after the comma, and folks need to probably, we've been trained a certain way to look at things a certain way. You need to untrain yourself and understand that a comma means a separation. most likely, and when there's not a period, there is continuances. So this is part of a bigger scheme. This goes under the bankruptcy. It goes to this cause number originally, which was the foreclosure that Annette and Charles, their names were under. Filed March 23rd. It's Annette. And there's the cause number. I went and looked at it to make sure. Charles Scott is not on there. And he's taken off of the, here is served upon Welch and Company attorneys, the plaintiff. So here are post-it notes from the clerks. And the judge is what I was told by the clerk, Vicki, that's up front when I came back in after getting this file in 2013.